Okay, guys, you better make a start. So Obi, may I say so? Obi, hurry up. Orugo mgbe anyị ga-aga ịga egwuregwu ịgba ball. It's time for us to go and play football. What time is your game? You have to keep repeating this to yourselves so it becomes easy. Everyone say everyone unmute. Are you all there?
Yeah.
Unmute and repeat after me. You just have to say it, and that way you remember it next time. Everyone say it. You're still on mute. I'm not hearing you.
Could you break down each word for us, Uncle, please?
I will. I'm going to start again because we're going to learn the words at the end of the learning language attribute to speaking. Is the story about EJ going to play football? You agree? Okay, here we go. So it started by saying Obi, may, or say so. What tense is may? Anyone? Someone help me. What tense is may?
Present.
What is it?
Present.
Where's the present? Where's the na? There to make it present. There's no na. May is from the verb ime. So what tense is may?
Is that a command?
Yeah, it is. May also is hurry. Do it now. Make it now. May osisa. Osisa is a speed, hurry. But may osisa is the do speed, so hurry. Yeah? So obi may osisa is the way of saying obi, hurry up. Okay? Everyone understand that? So say to yourself, obi may osisa. Say it. Obi may osisa.
Obi, Osiso.
Very good. So obi may osisa. Remember, if I take my pen, we're going to learn a lot on today's interaction. Okay, we're interacting now. We learned a lot of verbs. So if you say obi, can you see where I'm writing? May or say so.
I can't see the screen, sir.
You can't see the screen. Am I not sharing?
I can't see it either.
Am I not sharing? Why am I not sharing? Can you see this at all?
What I can see is the YouTube screen.
Yeah, but can you not see it? Can you
No.
not see it?
I can't.
What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a black screen.
But it's not showing up on the YouTube, is it?
No, it's just black.
Okay. Oh dear. I'm not sure why that is. Why is that not sharing? Stop sharing. Come back. Come back. And now share. Share. Can you not see this at all? Can you see anything now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
It now. Okay. Okay. So if I play this, can you hear it?
Orugo.
Obi, may I say so? Can you see that?
Yes.
Obi. May I see so?
Okay. So what I was saying, if I write on this, can you see me writing on it? Like now, I'm writing on it. And if I write Obi, may or say so, can you see that?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Good. So
Yes.
that's what we said. That's what asking. What does the tense of may? Is a command. You agree? From ime. You just say may, you clone the last letter. That means do it. Obi, may or say so means hurry. That's how you say hurry up. If you want to say anybody else, men in orange, Ani Unuha, and then Nora. If you want to say, you should say tiger, hurry up, say Agu, may or say so. Want to say hurry up, may or say so. Give may or say so. Oh, may or say so. Ani may or say so. May or say so. So when you hear may or say so, you could make up so many sentences from it. Okay, you're not just learning it passively, you're going to learn it actively as well. Okay, so Obi may say so. Don't limit it to Obi only. It could be anybody. If you want to tell somebody to hurry up, that's what you can say. Okay, good. Now, what is the reason for Obi may say so? Osi, Orugo mbani ga egwuregwu ịgba ball, right? Many ga egwuregwu ịgba ball. So Orugo, this means it has reached. The time has reached. Remember, olembe means what time? Orugo mgbe anyị ga-aga, the time we will go, egwuregwu ịgba ball, to go and play football. So everybody read this with me. Orugo mgbe anyị ga-aga. Everybody.
Orugo
Mbe ani.
gaga.
Egwuregwu
ịgba ball.
Okay. So ịgba ball is to play ball, and the game is egwuregwu. Yeah. So Orugo, the time has arrived for us to go and play football. Orugo mgbe anyị ga-aga egwuregwu ịgba ball. Okay, so that's what that's about. Everyone happy with that? Good. On we go. We go to the next sentence.
Orugo mgbe anyị ga-aga egwuregwu ịgba bọọlụ. Mgbe ole bụ egwuregwu gị?
So now this is the question. Mbole, when you hear the word mbole, I'm going to write it again. You will follow this. You're following in a detailed way today. Mbole, MGBE, ole, and sometimes they write it ole mbe. That means the same thing. It's talking about when is it? If you want to say ole oge, ole oge, that means what time. But this is olembe. Those two evening, you can use them interchangeably. Sometimes some people want to say what time. Say olembe. It could be olembe could mean in the morning, n'ụtụtụ, n'ehihie, in the afternoon, na mgbede, and n'abalị. Yeah. So olembe could be any of these days, but ole oge means what time. Okay. So what's the difference? Chidera, what's the difference between olembe and ole oge? Do you know the difference between olembe and ole oge?
No.
Okay, ole mbe means what time, but in a way, what time of the day, what time of the evening, when is it happening? Oh, in the afternoon. If you want to say what time, you have to say ole oge. Yeah, oge means time. Okay, so that's what we learned from that. Ole oge, mole do egwuregwu. Is what the question means. Asked is what time is your game?
Eche m nọọ n'elekere anọ.
Now here we go. Eche m nọọ elekere anọ. What does that mean, Chizoba? Eche m nọọ elekere anọ. Chizoba?
Yeah.
What does it mean? Eche m nọọ elekere anọ. What does it mean? Eche m nọọ elekere anọ. What's elekere anọ? Sorry?
I thought it was just
I didn't hear you. Say it again. Say it. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Echem. Go on, say it.
I thought it was to start by 4 o'clock.
Yeah, echem no elekere. Elekere and no. That's correct. What if she wants to say, I think it's starting at 6 o'clock? How would you say that, Chizoba? How would you say, I think it's starting at 8 o'clock? How would you say that? HM no. Remember 8 o'clock. All we've done here is to change the 4 o'clock for 8 o'clock. So you need to be able to tell me. HM no 8 o'clock. How would you say it?
Asato.
Yeah, HM no asato. That's what you need to say. I think it's at 2 o'clock. HM no abo. HM no iri no 2. So you have to be able to change the sentence to suit you because you're the one going to form all these sentences to make to be able to talk to somebody in Igbo. So HM no ato, HM no abo, HM no no, okay? If someone say na, eche, I'm thinking na, obo, elekere and no. Okay, that's what the same thing means. I am thinking that is at 4 o'clock. Everyone happy with that? Any questions? Yeah. So today we're trying to study this and learn so much from it. And I want you to be able to learn this so well that I'll be asking you questions from it. Okay? And it's helping us to learn to speak the language and also tackle any grammar, any misunderstanding we may encounter. So I'm going to continue with the presentation. Here we go.
Omachancha.
Aha, omachancha. What does omachancha mean? When somebody ima is from the verb ima, to know. And not only do you know, it's almost a past participle. You have known everything there is to know. So it becomes o, onye. This way they go omachancha, onye machara, nye machara, ihe, nine. Yeah, the person knows everything. It becomes oma, cha, cha. So much everything. Omachancha is like ahead, Mr. Know-it-all. That's what you mean. Omachancha, yeah. You understand now? That's how they got it. Omachancha means Mr. Know-it-all, and it's a bit. When somebody knows so much, they tease them and say, "Hey, you know it all. How come?" Yeah, here we go.
Mana anyị kwesịrị irute n'elekere 3:30.
So poor EJ is telling her brother off because the brother said, "I thought your game is at 4 o'clock." But EJ said, "Yeah, Mr. Know-it-all. Don't you know we have to reach there around 3:30 in order to prepare to have the game at 4?" Okay, that's what's happening. Omachancha, mana. But anyị kwesịrị irute n'elekere 3:30. Yeah, so that's how you say okara. Okara is half past, isn't it? You remember that bit? Everyone happy? Na, okara. That's how you say half past. If you say elekere abụọ, if you want to say 2:30, you say elekere abụọ na okara. You don't need to say nkeji when it's half past. You all know that trick? Are you all talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We know the trick.
Yeah, if you want to say 4:30, you don't need to say elekere nkeji iri atọ gafee elekere anọ. You just say elekere anọ na ọkara. Yeah, so that's how we learn that. So elekere anọ na ọkara, elekere atọ na ọkara. So the argument was the game starts at 4, and the brother came down and said, "What time is your game? I thought it's starting at 4." I said, "Yeah, Mr. Know-it-all. Don't you know we're going to get there by 3:30?" Okay, so mana, anyị kwesịrị, we agree, irute, ikwesị is one of the infinitive fixes. That's why that one's an infinitive. Irute is to reach. Anyị kwesịrị irute n'elekere atọ na ọkara. Okay, so that's how we explain that. Good. On we go. Any questions? Excellent.
Ijeoma, akpọzina nwanne gị nwoke Omachancha.
So mom was very upset because he's calling she's calling her brother Mr. Know-it-all. And mom, you know what moms are like. So no, you shouldn't say that. He's your brother and he means well. He didn't know you're starting, you're gonna get there to that. So you don't call him, Mr. Know-it-all, because he's only trying to help. So mom mom's trying to correct EJ by being a bit, aggressive towards the brother, because she's supposed to appreciate the fact that the brother knew what time the game's starting, but unfortunately for him, he didn't know they had to get there by 2:30. So mom had to step in and stop that. Okay, so here we go. So mom was saying, okay, it'd be nice for you, na Oma, that he knows, okay, the time, so isn't it good that your brother knows what time the game is starting? Okay, all right. Can anyone read that? Okay, na. Everyone say okay, that means it's good for you. Na Oma means that he knows. Okagema na Oma, see, he knows. Okay, egwuregwu gị nọ. Yeah, egwuregwu gị. So okagema na Oma oge egwuregwu gị bụ. Yeah, everyone say that okagema na Oma oge egwuregwu gị bụ. Everyone say it, please. Yeah, that means, would you rather, isn't it nice that he knows what time your game is, the time starting? So that's what mom was stepping in to say. Okay, on we go.
Ndo mama.
So Obi said, EJ said, Ndo mama. When you say Ndo, that means sorry. Okay, Ndo mama. And then he said, Obi baram, may Obi forgive me. Okay, everyone say, Ndo mama, Obi baram. What you're doing by practicing, it means it goes through your system and you remember it next time you come across it. Obi mam, Ndo mama. Ndo means sorry. So you can say Ndo papa, Ndo enim, Ndo wanem, Ndo manam. So you can say Ndo means sorry. Okay? And then say Obi baram, it could be enim baram, my friend, forgive me. Nne baram, nna baram, so. Okay? Bahara. So someone help me pronounce this word. It's quite difficult. Let me see if we can remember it. Do you remember this word, bahara? When did we see it before?
In the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah. When you did our Lord's Prayer, well remembered. Do you remember that? Who said that?
Yeah, I remember. It was in the forgiveness from our trespasses.
Yeah, Baharani. Yeah, this is where it comes from. Is that difficult one to pronounce? And the way you master Bahara is to remember that G is silent. So everything else is pronounced Bahara. So Bahara, that means forgive. Okay. Who has you forgiven? Baharam. I put my name M at the end because forgive me. Baharaya, forgive him. Baharagi, forgive you. Bahara, anybody. Ani, forgive us. Bahara Ono, forgive you, Lord. Bahara Ha, forgive them. And then, of course, Nora kicks in. Whoever you want to Bahara, yeah? Any of these guys, name and so on. You understand? So that's how I use it. And it's from the word Ebahara. Yeah? Ebahara means to forgive. Yeah? Okay, so we're learning so much today. Ndo obi baharam. You can change the sentence. It will be enyi baharam. When you could baharam, nora baharam. Okay, forgive me. Good. And we go.
Obi baram.
EJ Kwadogo.
And then mom is saying, EJ, Ikwadugo means are you ready? Okay? Ikwado is to get ready. Ikwadugo means are you ready? Yeah, Ikwadugo.
Eji m akpụkpọ ụkwụ m n'akpa m.
Akpụkpọ ụkwụ. Ụkwụ is foot. Akpụkpọ ụkwụ is like what they call the shoe. Okay? So akpụkpọ ụkwụ is shoe. So an EJ is saying akpụkpọ ụkwụ ya eji m akpụkpọ ụkwụ m. EG is to use, I have, I'm holding. Ejim is from the verb EG and is an E family, therefore AG. And who's holding it? You can say mg. Let us say ejim akpụkpọ. Because they stick a name at the end of akpụkpọ, it becomes my shoe. Now, again, akpa is a bag. Then say apam. So my shoe, my bag, I'm holding. Okay, so how they use ejim, I'm holding akpụkpọ, my shoe, inside my bag. Okay? A means yes. Ejim akpụkpọ napam. Okay? Very important. Yeah, we're just taking this apart piece by piece, dismantling it, and understanding how they put it together. Next sentence.
Ngwa jee kpọọ papa unu ka anyị pụọ.
So, ngwa jee kpọọ papa unu ka anyị pụọ. Okay. Now, who am I going to pick on now? Ikenna. Tell me about this sentence. Ka anyị pụọ. Ka anyị pụọ. What can you explain to me about this sentence?
Oh, has ani.
Yeah. What tense is pụọ?
Pụọ is in command.
Okay, it's command. Do you know what the verb, the infinitive is?
Infinitive what?
Of pụọ. Where did the pụọ come from? Which
The
verb?
infinitive of pụọ is ipu.
Yeah, IPU with a dot, yeah? And what, do you know what it means? To go out, to leave. Yeah, pụọ is go, leave, go out. So, now.
Then what's guy?
Sorry?
Then what's guy if ipu is to
to
go?
go. Iga is to go. Ije is to go. Ipu is to leave. You're leaving the place. It's that sinubala gepo means you're coming out from. There are different ways of expressing the same thing, but ipu is to come out from. Even though iga is to go, the coming out from is ipu. Yeah? And then you have onwa potara. Yeah? Onwa epota is to come out. Yeah? Epo is to leave. Epota is to come out from. Okay? But anyway, we are working with this word epo. Why is the command poor? Okay, now you're still there. Why is it poor?
Well, it's because you and I are different when you do command.
Yeah, so we're doing command and you have PU, because from epo, that becomes your root. And if you're going to do a command, you grab the root and you do what to the root?
You to get to command?
Yeah, it's like iga.
Yeah, so if it's like iga, you would clone the last letter.
Yeah. So you clone the last letter, become ga. So here we have PU. Why isn't it PUU?
Well, it's just a different, like you and I are just.
Yeah, well done.
Just,
you and I don't behave. They don't have to be cloned. Because if you clone PU, you got poo. Doesn't make sense, does it? A bit silly. But you have poor, because U is dotted, O is dotted. That's why they have it here, poor. See that down here? Poor. That's why you're learning all this grammar. So you'll be able to understand why they say what they say. Kani poor means let us come out. Let us go out. Yeah? Kani poor. So what's happening? Ngwa. Okay, fine. Hurry up. J or papagi. J or papono. Go and call. You have another use of command. J, command, or command papa ono. Go call your dad. Yeah? Go and call your dad. Let us go out. So it's a lovely phrase. But J or papa ono. Can you pull? See that? Yeah, there's no. So any questions with these so far? I'm just reminding you what you've learned. You learned so much grammar now. We need to start putting it together. Otherwise, it's pointless learning it and we can't apply it. So as you're reading this, you begin to understand how they say what it is they're saying. Okay? So you're not learning it by memorization. You can work it out. If I ask you to write this sentence, okay, let us go, then you understand why they write it that way. Any questions so far? Great, you guys are great. Let's continue. Let's go.
Papa, ole mbeije.
Obi, of course, have to shout. Papa, oh, we're shouting. Old ruler. So the interesting thing about old ruler, if I just go back to that,
Papa unu ka anyị pụọ.
Papa,
Obi decided to shout from where he is. He didn't want to run out. Old ruler. What kind of tense is that? Chiamaka, what tense of old ruler? What is old ruler?
Would it be past participle or past participle?
Writing it old ruler. Yeah, old ruler. So what's going on here? Old ruler. It's past participle, you're right. And from the verb ilu. Yeah, ilu. And ilu. Elu. I think it's not dotted. I apologize. It's not dotted. Ilu is to reach, meaning the time has come. Oruologe means has reached the time. Okay, so now why do we have old ruler? Can you explain it to me?
So for the past participle, you would use the FCLA,
FCLA. Good.
and then the F stands for family, and then the C stands for command.
Yeah, what is the F here then?
It would be you.
What is it? What is the family? And then
Family would be the E family.
E family, yeah. Okay. And then what is the C command?
The command.
From ilu.
Be Ruo.
Yeah, Ruo. Why is it Ruo? You're right. You sound surprised. Why is it correct?
Because for command, you is one of the exceptions. So then it doesn't go over you, it
But
goes
it's
on.
not dotted. It's not got dots. So that one doesn't have dots. So Ruo. Yeah. So far, are we done?
And then you add the LA at the end.
You bring the LA down. So this is your command. A ruler. Time has reached. Old ruler. Okay. Now, so why have we got old ruler? What happened to the family here?
I'm not too sure.
Okay. Who's gonna help us to solve this problem? You know how we've got FCLA, but suddenly here we don't have a family on old ruler. We've all forgotten. Who's gonna help us? Any volunteers? Hmm? Do you remember when you do the past participle and you come to men in orange? What do you do? Men in orange. And you have Iga. What is the past participle for Iga?
It's Gaga.
Yeah.
I mean, not
FCLA. Come on, help me. What's
Agala.
FCLA Vega? Gala. Yeah? Okay. So do you remember what happened when you have E, or with an F with past participle? What do you do? What happened to the when you're doing past participle?
Does it get sent to the end?
Say agala. Is that how we say it? Or do you say agalam?
Agalam.
Yeah, you go agalam. Okay, agala, and then you stick an M at the end. Agalam. What about the A and the O? What happened to them?
Do they go to the front?
You go to the front, correct? I started here to the front, and then what? You say E agala. O goes in the front as well. You say O agala. What happens? With A and O, the family disappears. Do you remember, guys? Come on. We learned this. When you're using the A and the O, you don't use the family. Yeah, in the FCLA. When you're using the M goes at the end of the FCLA. Everybody else obey FCLA. Yeah. And that is why from Iru, they say O ruler. They didn't say O A ruler. That's why E isn't here. The family goes when you're using men in orange. When you use A and O, so it has O ruler. Okay? So you can explain that to me, please.
Okay, so first it's agala, but then ER is like different. Everything else in like ER in Anuna and Nora is the same except for ER, and you put M at the ending, and it makes agalam, and you put the E and the O in the beginning, and remove the family letter.
Good, absolutely.
So it's ogal.
Just to make sure you understand it, here's ime, yeah? Okay, ime. What is the past participle?
Emela.
Well done. FCLA of it would be EMEELA, isn't it? Everyone happy with that?
Yes.
Good. Now, if you want to say and you want to use FC past participle email, what would you do?
You would stick it at the end.
The goes right at the end. Say emenam. Yeah, emenam. Emenam. Yeah. Okay. Now, if it's A and O, what would happen? A and O.
You stick it at the beginning and remove the family.
Eyes come at the beginning. Good. Then what happens to the FCLA?
And then remove the family letter.
So family disappears. E cross out. And you're left with MEELA. How would you say that? How would you pronounce it? This lot. How would you pronounce this lot? Imena. That's what you hear. Imena. That means thank you. Imena, you, thank you. That's what thank you is. Imena. They don't put E-A-mena. See that? Imena. That's how they got it. They remove the family and put command and LA. Imena. And then you say, oh, mena. Then the same thing. But everybody else, yeah, Ani, Emena, Unu, Emena, Ha, Emena, Nora, Emena, everybody else goes Emena. Is that clear for now, everybody? So that is why we've been learning all these for so many, months and so on. But when you see it, you begin to find, what did they say, old Roland? Where did that come from? So that is the reason. You are better than them because they should have separated this O here. So given the space, O ruler, because it has reached the time. So that's what it meant to say, Papa, O ruler, Ijega, it has reached the time. They didn't separate, they want to confuse us. We're not going to be confused. We're clever. We know our stuff. So O ruler means it has reached. Everyone happy with this? Yes? Okay, you've done so well. We're going to find out any more tricks.
Yes.
We're going to find out any more tricks they have hiding for us. Okay? So all the things we're learning they'll be very, very useful because you guys are so advanced. You don't know how good you are in your grammar. Okay, you have to keep practicing it, and it will be a lot easier. So you'll be able to analyze. Remember what I mean by analyze? You see a sentence. Let me remind you what we're doing. You see a sentence is a constructed sentence like this guy here. You construct the sentence been constructed. Either they do it or you do it. When you're talking to somebody, it's all about sentence construction. Someone has said something. Then your job is to analyze it. You have a good look at it. You analyze it. When you analyze it, you do what? You modify it. You change it to suit you. Instead of saying erura, you say oge na eru, oge ga eru, oge ruo. You can change into so many terms or so many tenses. Therefore, you are then multiplying the sentence. As you're multiplying the sentence, you are putting everything called integrating all your knowledge. You're integrating it, putting it all together. And that's how you're going to master this language, okay? Using Kami, yeah, you're integrating it. Integrating your language, yeah? Integrate language acquisition. But we'll get into that as Kamela. Kamela. That's what we're doing. We're looking at saying we need Kamela on it. So if I want to help you so you have something to hang all your knowledge on. So Papa you integrate the knowledge, you know that O shouldn't have been there together. So having a space, O, and then ruler, because they use past participle. Yeah, we know it's past participle because that's a command, and that's LA. We know that already. Okay, so, and that is how good you are. Okay, so even if you don't understand it now, when we keep practicing, we'll be able to work it all out. Yeah. So the next stage will be, after we analyze this particular passage, we'll be able to dictate it, and you're going to write it out when you hear what you're hearing. Okay. So that way we're going to go faster now. We're going to be advanced. We're not going to be stuck just looking at verbs and things. We're going to go and learn the real language. Here we go. Now, Obi Kusi Itibu Nantim. Okay, right. We have Chidera. I want you to look at this sentence. Obi Kusi Itibu Nantim. Can you read that for us, please? Obi Kusi Itibu Nantim.
Obi kusi itimpu nantim.
Very good. Right. So, what tense do you think? Now, it means, Obi, stop shouting my ears. Itim is to shout, okay? Nante, in my ear. It's not N-A hyphen. N, in this case means in my ear. My ear. Intim. Okay. Pussy. What tense do you think pussy is? See there. Yeah. What tense is it? What tenses do you know?
Present.
Yeah. N-A hyphen. What other tenses?
Past.
There's future, past tense, the R magic, with the past tense. What other tenses do you know?
Command.
Command, yeah. In command, what you do in command, you clone, yeah. Or instead of you and I. Okay. After command, what other tense do you know? Present.
Present participle.
Participle. And after that,
Past participle.
FSCA claim. Then what other tense? Infinitive. I'm just going through this so that we're revising what we've learned. So it's not sticking in the breeze somewhere in the air and it's not being used. You've got to use it Otherwise, you forget it. So, when you see a verb, obi kusi, itibunantem, which of these tenses do you think kusi is?
Command.
Command. Absolutely correct. It's not na, kusi. It's not ga, kusi. It's not kusiri. There's no R there. It's not ejesia kusi. So it's not present. It's not akusila. So it's not past participle. It's not nache kusi. It can only be command. So if you eliminated others, then you come to it. Kusi means stop. Yeah? Yeah? I would have thought they say kusi. Yeah? Kusie. Kusie. They should have put an E there, but it doesn't matter here. The kusi means stop. Yeah? Kusi man. Yeah? Kusi iga. Kusi is one of those infinitive fixes. Why? Because when they stop, do something, kusiga, kusime, kusiri, kusi whatever. Okay? Kwesirime, kwesiri, and so on. Okay? So it would be kusi itim unantem. Stop shutting my ears. Yeah? Okay? That's very good. Well done. Okay, on we go. Let's find some more tricks.
Jebe papa gị nọ.
J ebe papa gị nọ. Okay, Chizoba, this is your sentence. J ebe papa gị nọ. What do you think they mean by J ebe papa gị nọ? What tense?
Command.
It's command. You're right. Why is it command? J. Explain to us why it's command. You're right. It's command. Why is it command?
Because it says J and J.
Yeah, J. Why is it command? You haven't answered my question. It's not na, isn't it? It's not na. Ne J, G, J, 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 and so on. So this is not J. So you immediately know it's likely to be command, isn't it? But what is the answer? Why is it command?
Because it hasn't got like no.
Yeah, it hasn't got those. What else makes it a command?
It has double E.
Absolutely. From iga to ga, they clone the last letter of the root, isn't it? From iga, you get a root, ga, and then you clone it to get your command, isn't it? From here, ej, yeah, to get j, and then they cloned it. That's the root, they stick an extra e. And it's not a you and I, so it doesn't obey the funny rule. You just stick the extra. So j means go. Yeah, from ej. Ej, what is the past participle of that? What would be the past participle? What's your formula?
FCLA.
FCLA. Tell me FCLA of this verb then. What is the F?
Family.
What is it? What's the family of EJ?
E.
E. What is C?
Command.
Have we just done it?
Yeah.
And then what else?
And then you add a LA on the end.
Yeah. So Emeka, Ejela, Uloya, Ejela, Ulo Mahadum, Ejela, Ulo Akwo, Ejela. That's what you say had gone. If it is A, and O, what would happen now? If it is I am the one going, and I want to use Ejela, what will you do?
Ejelam.
Yeah, M goes at the end, goes over here, rides all the way across, becomes Ejelam, means I had gone. Yeah, Ejelam. What about if it's A and O? What do you do? If it's A or O and par FCLA, what would you do with it? Do you put E jailer, E jailer? Do you say that?
Yeah.
No, you don't. You cancel the family. You cancel the family, yeah? And then you have E jailer. If it is O jailer, yeah, that's what we're teaching. So that way you understand. Jebe papageno. But you can look at the sentence and what you're doing to it, you're modifying it. You're doing Camilla to it. You're modifying it. You're modifying it. You're just analyzing it. You're multiplying it. You're integrating it. The language analysis. Okay, so that's what we're doing. You're doing great. Okay, so the verb to go to where the J ebe. Remember, we keep asking ebe keys, ebe key be, ebe key see, ebe. All this means where. Ebe. Every now and then they sneak it in and we catch them. Yeah, they're not gonna fool us. They're much more clever than that. Okay. Okay. So, okay, so we're gonna do the next few more sentences of this, and then we're gonna do something different. Okay, here we go.
Ewo, ndo mama.
Okay, sorry, Mom. We'll do it again.
Papa, mgbe ije ga-aga egwuregwu ịgba bọọlụ.
Again, he's come out with this old ruler business, old ruler mgbe. So we have to know why they said old ruler mgbe ije gaga. It has reached the time ije gaga Igbo can play football. Okay, that's very good. Next one.
Chai, oge na-agba ọsọ.
Kai. That means wow. Okay, it's time. Na-agba ọsọ. This one day we'll be talking about V1, V2. What I mean by that, there are two words that make up the verb. V1, V2. Ịgba ọsọ is another word expressing it. Ịgba on its own doesn't mean anything. Ịgba and then is to run. Ịgba ọsọ makes it to run. Ịgba aka means to be empty-handed. Ịgba egwu means to dance the music. Ịgba has over 60 different things you can talk about, but here they sneaked in ịgba ọsọ. But what you do, ịgba ọsọ, is IGBA is still V1. You conjugate by removing the I, ba, because of A ending, aba. So na-agba ọsọ, ga-agba ọsọ, gbara ọsọ, it is agba ọsọ, agbala ọsọ, na-achọ ịgba ọsọ. It's the same thing, same pattern. So oge, the time, oge na-agba ọsọ, the time Daddy said, wow, oge, time is running or is flying. Oge na-agba ọsọ. Okay, that's what he meant. But the time flies, time is running. Okay, let's carry on.
Ngwanụ ka anyị pụọ. Anyị ga-aga ịhụ mama nnukwu na papa nnukwu unu mgbe ije gbachara bọọlụ.
They say we're going to see grandma and granddad when DJ finish playing football.
Ị ga-agụ aha otu Ijeọma si wee merie.
Yeah, you would tell them how Ijeọma and team had won. Okay?
Ka isi mara na ha ga-emeri.
And how do you know? Ka isi mara, how have you known? Ka isi mara na ha ga-emeri. How do you know they will win? So ga emeri, I keep telling you about na ga. You have to put ga here if you say will. How do you know they win? Ka isi mara ka ha emeri. Okay?
Maka ije ga-enye goolu.
It's so confident maka because ije ga-enye will give a goal. That's how they say will score. Ga-enye goal. Ije ga-enye goal. Ije will give a goal.
Ọ ga-adị mma ma ha merie.
Dad said it'll be fine. Ọ ga-adị mma. Ọ ga-adị. Adị m mma. I'm fine. Ọ ga-adị mma. It will be fine. Ma ha merie. Here's the game. I think I've got too much writing in the ways you can't see just scoring. You just dispatch that one like a proper striker. It's so well. The EJ's team is the Agho. What does Agho mean, anyone?
Naramaka.
What does Agho mean, anyone? Anyone know what Agho mean?
Is it medicine?
Or tiger?
That's Ogho. But Agho, remember they're playing football. This is a team called Agho. Anyone know what Agho mean?
Lion. Or tiger.
Which one? Which
Tiger.
one? Tiger or lion?
Lion.
Okay, we're gonna sort this out today. We're gonna sort this out today. You hear people, oh, Hannah, ECU, Isiago, EC whatever. Isiago is that dress they wear in ceremonies, isn't it? So Ago, AGU equals tiger. Yeah, everybody must know this. So you don't come to this class and get food that people calling tiger a lion. Okay? Isiago, they think it's the head of lion. It's not. Ago is tiger. Odum is the lion. Okay? So Odum is a lion, but Ago is a tiger. And when you see the Igbo people, they wear this cap. Yeah? Remember, and it's striped. Yeah? You remember that one they wear, the old people wear, and it's all striped, yeah? The stripe's supposed to represent the tiger because tiger is striped, yeah? And sometimes they think it's a leopard. Leopard has spots. But the Odum, the lion, doesn't have any of these stripes or spots, yeah? Odum is lion, Ago is tiger, okay? So just know that, so don't get confused. Now, okay, who else is here today? Let me see. Adanna. Adanna, are you with us today? Okay. Adanna. Who's Adanna? We have two Chiamakas. Chiamaka, is that another Chiamaka, yeah? Hello?
Yeah.
There are two Chiamakas, is that right?
Yes.
One is Edinburgh, Aberdeen, and one is UAE. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, it's confirmed. Jinegwe is here. Well done, Jinegwe. We've got Ikenna and Ikenna. Are they two different people, or are there two other Ikenna somewhere? I think there's some duplication in the logging in. Okay. Right, so finishing. So this particular cartoon has so much to offer us, and that's why I'm making sure we understand it. I'm going to let it run now, because Ijama's team were winning. They won, not EJ's team won by scoring 1 goal. We saw EJ score, dispatch it like a proper striker.
Anyị emeriela.
We have won. Past participle, Ani emeriela. It's what I was saying to you all the time in this emeriela business. Because you will say, if it's I have won, it'd be or emerielam, emerielam, emeriela, o meriela. There's no family here missing. But if it's Annie, then the family FCA they come back to play. Annie, Meliela. So that's why they got Annie Meliela here. Is that clear, everybody? That's how we say we have won. Annie Meliela. If it's you, say E Meliela, not E A Meliela. Okay. Good. Excellent. So I think we learned that one today. So when we see it again, we know what to do with it.
Yay! Unu anwaka, na ama aga Ikenna, Adaeze, Chimamanda, Anuleka, Amarachi, Adoma, Netonna, Chinedu, Kenechukwu, Nonso, CJ, Chinemelu, Nnamdi, Obinna, Tobenna, Kenenna, Chiza.
It's really given all the names that you can think about in Igbo language. That's very good. That's all the names of his teammates. It's really praising them for doing great, for winning the other team. Yeah.
Somto.
Obi, jiri nwayọ, mere ndị ọzọ ebere.
Obi, take it easy. I'm sorry. Have pity on the others.
Achọrọ m inwe aṅụrị maka na anyị meriri.
I want to celebrate because we won.
Obi dị m ụtọ nna, mana biko, ka anyị jiri nwayọ.
Yes, I'm very pleased that you won. I'm very happy. But take it easy.
Mama, Papa, unu ahụrụ goolu m?
As CJ saying, Mom and Dad, did you see my goal? Did you see the goal I scored?
Anyị meriri maka m.
We won because of me.
Ije, ọ bụghị so gị meri, unu niile merikọta.
And Mom said, EJ, it's not just you that won. It's a team thing. It's a team game. All of you won.
Oh, Mama, anụla m.
Okay, Mama, I hear you.
Biko hapụ ya ka o nwee aṅụrị.
Oh, please leave her to enjoy herself.
Ije.
Hey, EJ, you did well.
I mere ọfụma. Ịgba bọọlụ ka JJ Okocha.
You play football like JJ Okocha. JJ who?
Onye?
Who JJ Okocha? Oh, my goodness. You guys don't know who JJ Okocha is. The best footballer. Oh.
Chai, unu agaghị aghọta.
You guys will not understand.
Onweghị onye ọzọ gbaa bọọlụ ka Okocha.
Nobody plays football like Okocha.
Mba, o nweghị.
No one at all.
Achọrọ m ịgba bọọlụ ka ya.
Well, I want to play like him.
Maka gịnị?
Well, why not?
Chee ka ịmụta otu o si agba.
Have you learned how he plays?
Ịma na Okocha bidoro ịgba bọọlụ mgbe ọ nọ n'afọ nne ya.
You know, Okocha started playing football when he was inside his mother's womb. The mother's belly.
Bidokwa kịta.
You better start now.
Obi bidoro ịgba bọọlụ n'afọ m.
When the Obi was my belly, I also started playing football there.
Gbaa n'elu, ọ gbaa n'ala.
Okay.
Ka anyị na n'ụlọ. Agụụ na-agụ Obi.
Let's go home because Obi is now hungry. Huh?
Isi mara.
How do you know?
Unu echetara na anyị na-aga ịhụ mama nnukwu na papa nnukwu unu na mgbede a.
So don't forget we're supposed to go and see Grandma and Grandma this evening.
Ọ eziokwu, ka anyị jewe.
Jewe, let's go.
Achọrọ m ofe okro mama nnukwu.
Grandma's great okra soup.
Obi gị na nri.
You and food. Okay. Well done. So this is a very important passage, and there's a lot to learn from it. And I'm going to pause it for now. So I'll ask you your questions. Do you understand what we're doing at all? Is this too difficult? Are you happy? Hello?
Yes.
I understand.
You understand it. So you always trying to do